Problem 6-90, and we're going to be doing part C in this problem. So we're given both these shapes, and I'll pick this bigger one to be the original, but you could pick either, and I'll pick the smaller one to be the new shape. So we want to find side lengths x and y, or I think it's z and y in this one. But to do that, we need to first find the scale factor. So to find the scale factor, we need to find two corresponding lengths or sides that we know the lengths of. So it looks like we have a few different ones to pick from. I'm going to pick this one down here because we know in the original it's 25 and in the new shape it is 10. So remember, the scale factor is equal to the new side length over the original. So if the new is going to be 10, we can then put 10 over 25, and we can simplify that fraction to get about 2 over 5 by dividing both by 5. And you should get the same result if you had picked this side and this corresponding side, 14 divided by 35. But I thought 10 over 25 was a bit easier. Alright, so now that you have the scale factor, you just want to multiply or divide by it to find the missing side lengths. So let's first start by finding side length y. So we don't know it on the new shape, but we know it on the original. So to find it on the new shape, you can just take the original side length, which is 25, and multiply that by the scale factor, which is going to be 2 over 5. And that will equal y. So then you can just do this multiplication. So 25 times 2 over 5 is going to be 50 over 5. That'll equal y. And then 50 divided by 5 is going to be 10. So y should equal 10. And another way you could have checked that is if you notice that both this side and this side are length 25. So because they're the same length on the original, they should both have shrunk by the same amount, and they'll be the same length on the new shape. So they're both length 10 on this shape. Alright, next side to find is z right here. So we know it is 8 on the new shape, so we can divide by the scale factor to find it on the original. So let's start with 8, and we want to divide that by 2 over 5. That will equal z. But when we divide by a fraction, we can flip it and multiply by it. So that will be the same thing as 8 multiplied by 5 over 2. And that will equal z. Make sure you don't think that you've just written a 2 there. And then we can just do this multiplication. So 8 times 5 over 2 is going to be 40 over 2, which will equal z. And 40 divided by 2 will be 20. So z over here will be 20. Oh. And I missed the x, but we can solve for x too. So it's up here, and we know, once again, what that side length is on the original, and we just want to find it on the new. So we can take the original side length, which is going to be 17.5, and multiply that by the scale factor, which is 2 over 5. So that's going to equal x. So then we can just do this multiplication. So 17.5 multiplied by 2 over 5 is going to be 35 over 5. And that will equal x. And then you can simplify that fraction and get 7 equals x. So on the new shape, that should be length 7.